Yes. Hello, everybody. We are live.
Hello.
And I know Maria sent this out to her tribe. I sent it out to my tribe. So my name is Amanda Elise. And for those of you who do not know, this is Maria Therese. And Maria and I met about a year ago in like July or August or something like that. And we, shortly after that, we decided to host two courses together. And both were the same course. We just hosted it two times, had amazing people join us. And Maria actually gave me my Reiki level 1 attunement live in Los Angeles. And after that, we kept in touch. And Maria has recently, I don't know what to call it. You didn't move to Bali. You've just been in Bali healing. So Maria has been in Bali performing healing for anybody and everybody who needs it. And she's just been completely guided by spirit. So she's just been moving about. And this is literally our real life catch up. We haven't spoken. So we talked for about 5 minutes before you guys are joining us. But for those of you watching, this is literally us catching up in real life. So just join us in our conversation. All right. So Maria, so this is super casual. You know, we're going to give you some fun tips and tools, but for the most part, we're catching up. So Maria, tell me, the last time that we spoke, you were about to move. You're about to meet a friend over there, actually, but you were about to just go to Bali. So tell everybody else, catch them up. What made you decide to just go to Bali?
Okay,
and what were you doing before?
Okay, so I was living in Los Angeles, and that's when you had came out, and we did the Reiki attunement. First, I just want to apologize, everybody. I am really tired. I haven't showered. I've been awake for more than 24 hours. I'm currently sitting in the Singapore airport on my way back to Bali. I had to come here on visa change real quick. So I wish I looked better for you, but I'm still, giving my light and love in this Google Hangout. So hi. But yeah, so anyways, I was living in Los Angeles for 2 years. And, I had been really deep in my spiritual path. And going really deep into my soul, basically having no distractions for the past 3.5 years. And prior to the Bali thing, I was doing some online spiritual coaching. I was blogging, and Amanda and I, like she had said, we were doing a course. I had a couple other things going on back when I was in the States, and then I really started connecting to my higher self. So basically, I have been connecting to my angels and guides for the past couple of years, and then I was guided to my higher self, and my crown chakra had completely opened back in January of this year, 2015.
Tell us about that, please.
So yeah, when I went to Sedona in January, that's when my crown chakra completely opened and activated. So I recently came out of the closet as an angelic starseed, which means that I am in this body from, like, my soul energy is in this body from a 5th dimensional frequency on another plane, another dimension of reality. So the majority of my lifetimes, I reside in a 5th dimensional frequency with the angelic realm. So that's why I'm really connected to the angels, because I've been doing this type of work that I'm doing now for many, many lifetimes on other planets and other dimensions. So I naturally have been activated during the past 3.5 years. Like, it's just been part of my blueprint, part of my mission, essentially. So, I always say in my videos, I have never had any teachers. I don't watch YouTube videos or read books or articles or anything like that. My teachers along my entire journey have been my angels and guides, assisting me all the time. And so when I was in Sedona, like I said, my higher self connected, my crown opened, and I connected to my higher self. And I knew that it was my higher self because the voice was different. The energy was different. So we have our angels and guides. They're one energy, and then the higher self is, your energy. It is the higher part of you that is still in source. It's the one that is. It's the energy that's connected to your path, to the divine blueprint. And so I had connected with that in January, which is why I have been completely guided. And so in May, my higher self was like, Maria, you are to go to Bali mid to end of June. Don't question this. Like, you need to book your flight. And it was during that time that I knew I wasn't going to be coming back for a while. So I had sold everything or got rid of everything, really had no attachments. I broke up with my boyfriend at the time after we had been dating for 4 years because we just weren't on the same path, and I needed to follow this path. I needed to listen to the call because now that I'm fully connected to my higher self, I cannot not listen. That's just kind of how it works. Because when you're connected to your divine plan and your blueprint, essentially, that is what is in the highest and greatest good for you and for all of humanity. That is, the love and the oneness and the happiness and the joy and the bliss. Everything works out. Everything's in flow. Everything's connected. Everything's in harmony. So when I went to Bali in June, everything has just flowed, and that's why I'm still over in Southeast Asia. And I don't think I'm coming back to the United States for probably a very long time, like years, possibly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what have you been doing? Like, what's your day-to-day? Where are you staying? Do they speak English?
So the first month that I got here, or got to Bali, was more of kind of like, I kind of like broke myself in. I was doing fun things. I was hanging out with other tourists and travelers, being like a typical American, I guess you could say. And then in July, ended up going to Malaysia for 10 days. It's kind of like just taking some time to myself because I had been around people pretty much the entire first month. And July was more of like a kind of reflecting and healing and like kind of going, back on my previous relationship and like healing different parts, clearing cycles within myself and stuff. And then August was pretty much all meditation and all really going deep into my soul to figure out who I am, where I'm from, why I'm here. That's when all the real healing started kind of taking off. So my day today is, I meditate probably 3 times a day, maybe more, depends. Some are 20 minutes, some can be an hour, 2 hours. I'm helping at an ashram. So I'm working with the master healer. I'm teaching. I'm doing like light activations and helping to align and balance chakras. Some days we go to different villages and help the people in the villages. Some days I just kind of hang out and go to a cafe and do work on my computer, or hang out with a couple of the Balinese friends that I have. I don't really hang out with tourists now. Like, I've been hanging out mostly with the Balinese people. I love them so much. They're so amazing. And I have been living in a family compound. So this is interesting. This is the 3rd Balinese family that I've stayed with. I'm never in one place for too long. And so this family specifically, the room is nice. The mattress is on the floor, but it's okay. Like, it's comfortable. It has like a little balcony, and a nice view. And then to shower, there's not like a shower head, like your typical shower, so you have like a bucket of water basically, and you take like this like scoop of water, and you kind of like like, and then scrub yourself. So there's no actual shower. And they don't use toilet paper here. Like everything is like water. So they have like spray things in like all the bathrooms. So you like spray yourself instead of wiping yourself. So, so I carry toilet paper and like baby wipes with me all the time because I'm used to it. But what else about the compound? The family's really sweet. Like they're amazing. I love them so much. They're giving me a free room because I'm helping out at the ashram, and they eat rice at every meal. Like Bali's known for rice, so they eat rice. Like it's called nasi in Indonesian, so they eat nasi all the time. Tofu and tempeh, vegetables, you know, all that kind of stuff. I mostly have been eating fruit and drinking water because I've been going through this whole ascension process and journey, and so I've had to keep my vibration high as I've been integrating new frequencies. And then one thing that I did a couple weeks ago as well, for those that don't follow me, I did a 7-day meditation, which was really intense. This was like no food, no drink, no shower for 7 days. Like I had a little bit of water when my mouth was dry, and maybe like a banana or apple, like if I was really desperate. But that was another like test and thing that I had to go through. So that was pretty intense as well.
Was it just you, or were there other people?
Yeah, no, it was just me. Like my higher self had guided me into the meditation. So I went into, this was another Balinese village, and they gave me a free room, and I had somebody kind of like watch me and come in and like check on me and stuff if I was like alive. But I would go really deep into the meditation for a couple hours, and then I would come out and write down notes because I was receiving information. Because, you know, right now I'm not only am I doing like the healing and the light activation for chakras and stuff, but I'm also bringing the cosmic information. So like as a star seed, I'm a seed of light, but I'm a seed of information. And so I'm connecting to not only my higher self and the angels and my guides, but I'm connecting to other beings and other dimensions as well for this shift on Mother Earth to higher consciousness and fifth dimensional frequency. So it's a lot. I feel like my purpose is wild, but I love it.
Yeah,
it's really great.
Yeah, so can you explain like what ascension is, what fifth dimension is for people who don't know?
Yeah. So I recently did a couple of videos on this too, actually, on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is I am Maria Therese, and for those that don't know, my website is iamMariaTherese.com. My email, the same, iamMariaTherese@gmail.com if anybody has additional questions that are joining us. But ascension basically just means, you know, moving to a higher place, rising up, going forward. And so in my video, I did this. Like if you could imagine Mother Earth like down here at a third dimensional frequency and vibration, she is now ascending, so she's rising up to a fifth dimensional frequency and vibration. So that means everybody on the planet is also affected by this ascension because we are all connected to Mother Earth, and so the energy is speeding up. There's more light coming to the planet because we need more light in order for the planet to ascend. So that's what that is in a nutshell. And then the fifth dimension is just it's a feeling. It's a state of being. It's not like anything really catastrophic. You know, it's nothing that we can taste or smell or touch. Really, we can kind of see it just a little bit because of the new things that are being created through the power of our collective consciousness. But it's a feeling. It's a state of being. So each person has to embody the fifth dimensional frequency in order to experience unconditional love and oneness and peace and harmony and, you know, living completely in the moment, letting go of all attachments. Like it's kind of a mixture of things, you know, being completely conscious and connected to your higher self, all of your chakras open and balanced. So it's kind of like a lot of different things. And everybody that is choosing to ascend is going to go through this process, or they already have started. You know, I experienced my spiritual awakening back in 2011, 2012 because of my mission. And so it was almost like I had to go through all of this in the first wave so that now I can turn around and help everybody else who's going to be going through these stages, because we're all going through stages of ascension, essentially, as we change and raise our vibration. So we're going to experience similar things, but we're going to experience different things as well, because we're all unique. So yeah, so that's kind of a little bit. Does that make sense? Does that?
Yeah, well, yes. If anybody else has questions, just comment below in the chat. So my question is, what do people have to do to embody the frequency?
So, you know, it's, like I said, it's a combination of things. The biggest part is just remaining aware and remaining conscious, because we do things out of habit. So, for example, like, you know, we've been eating the same foods for 20 plus years. So we eat breakfast, then we eat lunch, then we eat dinner. Like, it becomes habit. You know, we've been smoking or we've been drinking for all these years, or, you know, our thoughts, we've had these like habitual thought patterns for all this time. And so it's just like becoming conscious and reprogramming the mind, and changing your lifestyle, essentially. You know, raising your vibration can be anything from the music you listen to, because music is vibration. You know, so if you're constantly listening to like a lot of swearing words, or talking about like, I don't know, whatever, that has an effect on your vibration and your mental state and like everything. So when you can really look at everything as energy, it helps to shift your vibration as well. Letting go of things that no longer serve you, not having attachments, simplifying your life. All of these like little things help to raise your vibration and embody more light. Outside of just the daily things that you can do, a big one, just from my experience, is, you know, meditation. Huge. Calling upon your angels and guides. We all have them. I've mentioned this before when we did our course and in my videos. So for me, you know, I always called upon my angels and guides, and I was like, okay, what's next? Give me the next thing. I'm ready to open my third eye. I'm ready to release a blockage in my throat chakra. Like, please help me to open my heart to more love from other people. Like, so, you know, it's really working with the other side, really working with spirit, your higher self, your angels, your guides. Asking is huge. And not being afraid to ask, because it's not being selfish. Like, we're here to ascend. We're here to keep moving forward. We're here to upgrade ourselves. We're not here to stay in this place all the time. Like, we're evolving. We're energy. We're constantly changing, you know? So using our guidance, and not being afraid to use our guidance, and being afraid to ask. So we ask, and then we go into meditation, and meditation is a place to receive. So when I meditate, it's not just to clear my thoughts. Like, I meditate to receive information. I go into my meditation with questions. What do I need to know today? Show me what I need to see. Do I need to go here? Do I need to do that? Do I need to do this? Like, what is the best thing for me? So it's always, it's like a constant communication like that, to receive for our path. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, something that I've been doing lately, like so frequently, and I've been feeling like, can you see me? Okay. Something I've been doing so frequently, and I've been feeling like I literally cannot live without it, is earthing. Have you heard of that term?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I feel like I really cannot live without connecting with the earth. Like I'm talking about feet planted in the ground, touching the trees, just
Yes,
everything.
yes, and that's one of the stages. That's a stage of ascension, because you really need to connect with that part in order to have balance. You know, because the whole purpose is to be connected to Mother Earth and be connected to Source, all in line, all in balance, all chakras open, like a beam of white light connected to both. You know, so you have to take time to do the earthing to really connect back to the ground, but then you also need to take the time and balance that out and connect your crown to Source, because you don't want to be off balance by being too grounded. And the majority of people on this planet are too grounded. They're too stuck to the earth because of fear and holding on to things from the past, you know, looking at things superficially or physically. And that's what keeps them stuck, because we need to open here. And this is like the last part of for people to open, because they're afraid. And that's why they stick to the earth. So it's just like, you know, being conscious of that as well, not being too grounded, but making sure that you are connecting to the earth, and then connecting to spirit and balance is important.
So when you say that's one of the stages, can you tell everybody all the stages? Do you have those? Do you know those memorized?
No, there's a lot. And they're all different for people a little bit, you know. But yeah, there's different stages, and I could only say that because I remember being where you are now.
Yeah, like having to be in nature. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Having to be in nature, having to be out. Yeah, I was like that when I was in LA. It like during a period of time, I was always going on hikes, and I was really amazed by the trees and needing to
Yeah.
spending time in nature. Yeah, so that's definitely a part of it, and to honor that calling, to honor that feeling, because you're being called there for a reason. And then once you're finished with that stage, you'll go on to the next. You'll get the next kind of assignment or stage for yourself, but you'll always have that with you. So then you start to balance things out. Then you start to integrate, because then when you feel called to nature, you'll go into nature. When you know what I mean? So you're
Mhm.
kind of, you're, I like to, I talk about integration a lot, because it's a big part of it. You know, we go into something so strong sometimes, but it's needed to really like grab hold of it. And then we kind of come out of it to like integrate the new light, the new vibration that we just experienced. And then we go in, and then finally we come to like a balance, you know? And we do it with food as well throughout this stage. If you're feeling guided to, you know, stop eating meat, or stop drinking coffee, or cut out sugar, or, you know, do all these things, go vegan. You know, it's like we go into it full force. Okay, I haven't had sugar in a month. And then you kind of come out of it, and like now you're having sugar like twice a week.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just part of it until you're finally done with sugar. So it's like you go in and then you come out, and then you're finally like, okay, I've really had enough now. And then you're just done. And it's just what I call integration. And so we do that with like a lot of different things. I've done it with even music, for example. You know, like I don't listen to the rap and hip hop that I used to. I used to love it. And I'll listen to it maybe like once every in a blue moon, but it does something to my vibration, and so I don't listen to it anymore, because it doesn't make me feel good. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the littlest things, and you know, whatever you're putting into your mind and your subconscious, your programming. And so it's important to just be mindful of what you're doing, how much TV you're watching. Are you watching the news? You know, it's like none of that is good for your vibration. You really have to kind of step away from the physical, superficial kind of reality things that are going on in order to really connect with yourself and your higher self and spirit. for sure.
Right. Yes. So true. I can say that definitely was a thing that I kind of let go of when moving from Atlanta, because
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta culture is so rap culture. Like, that is what Atlanta is to me. And so you're listening to all this rap, you're living out, like, literally. And no offense to anyone who lives in Atlanta, beautiful city. I was there for 12 years. But to me, and it may just have been, the way I was living, but literally everywhere you go is like a rap music video. Like, you can't go out without it looking like a rap music video, feeling like a rap music video. Just, I mean, the people, the clothes they're wearing. It wasn't until I like left that I was like, what in the heck was, like, I was like a zombie, just
You're
like
in it.
yeah, because I was in it, so I couldn't see it. But now that I'm out, I'm like, okay, I'm so glad that I moved from all of that. And I'm like, still when I get in the car, or like, it's Friday or Saturday, I'll listen to the rap music. But day to day, I've really turned it all off, because I know it's just creating so much damage. So much damage. So yeah, I had to get out. Like I said, no offense to anyone who lives in the A. I loved it, but I had to go.
Yeah, and I love rap music. I just wish that like they would make more conscious like hip hop music and stuff, Like, why do we have to use all these slangs and swearing and all the negative tone? It does
Yeah,
something to
I
the
mean,
vibration.
I think some people are actually trying to, and I know that this isn't exactly what you're talking about, but there's this one song by Fetty Wap. Do you know who that? You probably don't. Nope.
No,
Like, you really don't. Even gone.
I
But
listen to meditation music.
all right, he's a rapper, and he has like a lot of songs out right now. And he has a song called "Save That Money," and it's just it. It's good for me. I love it because. And again, it's not exactly what you're talking about, but it's still a shift in the culture. So rap culture is usually like, I have this car, I have this chain, I have this, I'm spending all my money. And I think that comes, and I'm not going to go too deep, but if you have to prove all of this, obviously your self-worth is,
Right.
where it is. So there's this one rapper who has a song about saving money. He's like, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to go out and do this. I'm not going to go out and do this. I'm going to save my money. And it is so amazing to see this shift. And I heard it on SoundCloud, and then I was like, okay, this will never make the radio. And then I heard it on the radio. So I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like,
and that's part of creating the new. That's great. So how are you feeling being back in, where are you?
Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, so good. So I don't know, how long I'm going to be here, what I'm going to do, but I can say that just leaving that place, and I actually just had lunch with some friends, and we were talking about it, and Atlanta is really all about, again, no offense to anyone who lives there, but for me and the culture that I was surrounded in, is just all about proving your worth. And I really had to step out of that, because it just ruins you, because everybody's trying to top, and it's like you live in this cycle of being all in your ego. But here it feels so much more like present. People are really present. People really take time to develop relationships. People commune so much more here than they do in Atlanta. So I'm feeling really good here. I think I'm going to stay for a little bit. I don't know how long, but yeah, it's really good.
You'll be guided when the time is right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, literally. So, I mean, what happened was I came and visited for my birthday, and I did not want to leave. And I just, like, the next week I talked to my mom, and I was like, I'm going to come home for a month. And I was crying. And then 3 days later, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do a month. I'm just going to pack up all my stuff and go. So I was like, I mean, I've never moved so swiftly.
Yeah. You got to follow it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
promise.
I'm
I
sure
don't even
you're
want
going
to.
through like a big like reflection period after being in Atlanta for 12 years. Like this is kind of probably a big thing for you to step
Mhm.
away and reflect on the past 12 years and be where you are now and look ahead at where you're going. Like it's good that you did that. And now you don't have the distraction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because Atlanta was such a huge distraction. But yeah,
Hmm.
so I'm enjoying time here. Really enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great.
Yeah. Okay. So, is there anything? We're like at 30 minutes. Is there
Yeah.
anything that you want to share with anybody?
Um, I don't know. Everything's moving so fast for me that there's just so much I feel. I currently don't have any men in my life. We didn't really touch on that topic, but I did come to Bali and connect with somebody in the beginning who I had met on Instagram. Uh, and we had never met in the physical, but we were both kind of guided to Bali at the same time. And so we did connect and we spent a week together back when I was here in June. And I had realized that he came into my life as like clearing a karmic cycle because I saw different things in him and in myself that needed to be cleared. So I was very thankful for that experience. And then I've just been really focusing on myself and my mission and everything because, you know, I just got out of my 4-year relationship prior to coming here. I'd left that and left LA. So now it's really just all about me and my mission. And I know that the person that's supposed to join me on this journey will come in when he's supposed to, and it's divine time. So I'm excited and looking forward to it, but I'm okay just being, you know, by myself and in the flow. But also, you know, another thing is it's kind of hard doing this completely by myself. And I do see myself having a team of people helping me. Um, and, you know, so if anybody that's watching this, and I say this in my videos too, like if you feel like you're part of a bigger purpose or divine mission, if you want to come to Bali or wherever I am in the moment, and be a part of this and use your skill to join forces. Like I'm open to any loving beings joining me because it's, you know, this is a global thing. My path especially is global, a global mission, and I definitely can't do it alone because it's bigger than myself. So again, you can email me. I am mariatherese@gmail.com or check out my website and we can connect. I would love to share energy with anybody that's watching.
Yes, absolutely. And I have to say that well, I did today put our course up for sale. Our recorded, well, our the first course that we did, which is
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. I put that up for sale, so I will email out the link to everybody. And it's obviously reduced price since it's pre-recorded. But if you want to connect with both of us, you can take our course, and if you want to connect with me, you know how to find me. If you want to connect with Maria, she just told you how, and I'll put all of her information in the email as well.
Yeah, because the Manifest It Now course, like once we did that, and you know, we do in the course we do vision boards and affirmations and different things, and like I said, you know, that was just a year ago. I had a vision board, and I have Bali on my vision board, and now I'm, you know, living in the moment, and I'm in Bali while I'm in Singapore at the moment. But so it's like everything moves really fast when you have the vision and when you like reprogram your mind and do all these conscious things. So I'm really thankful for our course, and I know a lot of people had a great experience and things manifested for them. And so if anybody, you know, wants to experience that, I think it would be great if you're feeling called. Definitely.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't even say the name of it, but yeah, it's Manifest It Now course. And so, okay, Maria, if you can stay on for just a few seconds, and
Yeah.
everybody else, goodbye to everybody who's watching it recorded. Goodbye.
Bye.
Feel free to email us with questions. Bye.
Yeah, love you. Bye.